Hey guys, how you doing? So, welcome to CoMA Pirate Radio, where we as esoteric pirates slide our boats together, throw the ropes, tie the knots, and talk about the maps. There's a thing about maps, in that the map is not the territory. What you see on a map represents what is there, but you don't really know until you get there what it's like. You know what I mean? Now, in astrology, we have a lot going on. And I was given a direct download from my spirit guides, who are the secret chiefs, who told me that they are the planets. Now, they gave me a new paradigm, the solar party paradigm, told me to make these cards, and told me to get them to the world. Give this to the people. Now, this paradigm helps you understand and digest astrology in a more personal way. And at the solar party, there's a lot going on. And it's easier to take it one day at a time. So this reading, I'm going to be rolling the dice to see who at the party wants to speak. Because, again, when they get to speaking all at the same time, it can get really confusing. Now, this is the cosmic dialogue, so we might talk to one or two. It makes things a lot easier when you can talk to them individually in turn. I will be using the hidden deck. I use the bicycle playing cards to do my tarot readings because I read the numbers and the suit, which is the element. So we're going to do that. So let's see who wants to talk first. And then we'll pick out the cards. The thing about the solar party paradigm cards, they're not tarot cards in that you don't shuffle them and you can shuffle and see who comes up, but they're separated in planets, constellations, houses, and aspects. So to get a better reading, it's good to find out who you want to talk to first, and then keeping the cards separate is a lot easier to find them. So we're going to talk to Uranus today. And he literally is right there on the top of the deck. Like I opened it up and there he was. The tech guy who's pressing record. This, at the solar party paradigm, this is the electrical engineer and the social media manager. They maintain systems and algorithms, always looking for the right moment to press record. Now, when I was talking to Uranus to come up with this card, asking him, what were you before all of this technology, if you rule technology and all of this new age stuff? And the answer was clear about how we used to be able to use technology without the devices. Our brains are a device, and crystals are the device. This character at the solar party paradigm is social, electric, visionary, eccentric, illuminated, the mystic of the party, the astrologer of the party. Now let's talk to Uranus for a second. Innovative and revolutionary. So then we look on AstroSeek and we want to find out what sign Uranus is in. And we find Uranus in Taurus. Right there. Taurus, the cow, in that it's feminine, ruled by Venus. This feminine energy has green skin. So with the tech guy, we're starting to see this social media manager kind of grow in stature and grow leaves, large, filigree, motherly features. If and when he dances, it's slowly. They have the night vision, and with the third eye open, they can open, and with the third eye open, they see the truth of the material reality. Very earth, very secure, very strong and loving and compassionate, relaxed and content and powerful. Now, start feeling this tech guy. My Uranus in my birth chart is Scorpio in the 12th house. Now, what I learned through the solar party paradigm is that makes my social presence on this social media can be very difficult. You wouldn't think so because of Scorpio, but it is. But now I can feel this tech guy in Taurus to help me out, right? To play the game. And if I paint the picture of this tech guy, then wherever I go and whatever I do, I can feel that tech guy in Taurus helping me. You want to help me out? Come on. We're trying to build communities. We're trying to work together. We're trying to figure all this shit out. We're trying to go into a new world in a new year. We're trying to speak on social media and do the best we can, right? We all want to show up in our authentic selves. All right. So let's pull a card to see what this Uranus, to see what Uranus wants to say. You know, they always say Uranus talks out his ass. He is the only planet that literally is, you know, sitting on his axis. So showing the whole party that he can do it different. He or she. Actually, it's a more androgynous character, more feminine really now with air, Aquarius, and Venus. It's a patient, slow moving, as opposed to Mars that just moved into Leo. And that guy is moving fast. Okay. So what do you want to say, Uranus? Love, love, love. Why you always want to talk about love? The Two of Hearts. The emotions. Let's put our emotions out there. Taurus tech guy, with love and compassion. Let's give space for the balance. The you and I, the other, and the self. The yin yang having equal rights. And what kind of relationships? Because now to meet the character and to really feel this character wants to talk about love on social media and how we show up on social media. So what aspects does this Uranus have? Okay, he's only got one aspect and he's in sextile with Neptune. Oh my God. So we look up the sextile card. Okay, sextile. And we look up Neptune. Right there. All right. Neptune is the bartender. Now, when I was channeling Neptune for this card, he first was the priest, and then I was like, but you can't be a priest, Neptune. Not at the party. And he's like, but of course, the bartender. You go and you give your confessions at the bar sometimes. But this bartender at this solar party serves plant medicine and elixirs to unify the party so that we're all on the same page. You know, you don't want to be at the party and everything's thumping and then you're on a whole nother world. Sometimes you do, actually. I tend to stay on the outskirts of the party and be in my own world. But this heavenly body, this bartender, is creative and spiritual. Talk about the tech guy in love, in Taurus, in sextile. These guys need to get a room. You can feel the attraction between them. You know that feeling where you feel that between them. Looking at each other with sensual and longing eyes, together they practice Tantra. And through the orgasm energy, they get closer to God. It's on the card. The tech guy and the bartender getting it on now. This is an energy. This is prana. This is vril. This is not just nasty. This is creative energy. How you present yourself. You know, glamour and creativity. And, you know, show them what you got. Show them what you got. So what does this bartender want to say? Well, first let's figure out where the bartender is. And let's see. We've got, oh yeah, Pisces. Oh my God. How could I forget the Pisces? This is an alien bartender. Sacrificial love. Complete compassion. Watery depths. Feminine energy. The alien of the party. They have immense power of sacrificial love, drawing sigils and speaking in tongues and light language. Introspective, compassionate, introverted. You know, he stands behind the bar. Maybe he's not going to say anything until you talk to him first. You know? Sometimes you have to introduce yourself. Introverted. Tech guy. I'm Mystic Eve. I'm here with the Solar Party Paradigm with these cards available for purchase at centerofmysticarts.com. Or you can just reach out to me. Don't be scared of this bartender. It's just an alien. Just an alien. We all know they're coming. They're here. They're waiting. They're crouching. They're sitting in silence. The uncomfortable silence. Is it uncomfortable silence? silence is good when communicated. Now, what does that mean? Well, being in a lot of community living situations in the jungle and in the wild with compassion circles, it does help when the other lets you know, hey, I don't think I'm going to talk to anybody today. I need my space. Okay, then you as the person that is sharing space with this person that might be, speaking in tongues and light language, very, very introverted, doesn't have to question what's wrong. Is something wrong? Why are you not talking? On social media, the tech guy might want to be pressing record. But slowly, in Taurus, let's just breathe. We got this. This is a new year. We can use this sextile energy. So what does this Pisces Neptune want to say in response to the Two of Cups? Let's see. Pisces Neptune. Okay, air. Communication. 8, change. The circulation of communication. Even though you're introverted, even though it's hard to communicate, you can through the 8, through the sharing of breath work, working together for a common goal. But this can be the hurricane too. This can be a hurricane. When the air and with the water in Pisces, it gets spinning too much, too fast, and you got a hurricane. But, sometimes hurricanes are good. Sometimes a hurricane goes through and cleans everything up, flushes it all away. And then what are we going to build in this new year? Are we going to build? Do we have to build? Do humans have to keep building and cutting down our natural wild spaces, trees? Now, the environmental issue is a hard one to talk about. And it has a lot to do with the map as well. If you move into an area that is remote to get away from society, be careful not to bring society with you. And you might not even be aware. This 8, that hurricane is just spinning and it'll grab stuff up and it'll bring it with you. And if you're not careful, you don't drop the things that you don't need, they're going to come with you in the new year, the new world. So if you're going into a wild space, protect it as a wild space. There's going to be a big division happening where, and this is what my channels are telling me, we're going to have city dwellers and wild humans that are going to, in the future, protect the wild spaces, in that no roads are allowed here. No shopping malls are allowed here. We will live in sustainable tiny homes and tents and little shelters that we can build and take down so that we don't, it's the new world. We have to be more sustainable. We have to start giving wild spaces equal rights. Or have to? Do you have to do anything? Maybe you want to do something and you don't know what to do. Talking about it, the air, talking about it. And maybe this is all I want to talk about. I have a mission. I've been told to share the solar party paradigm. Share the cards. These cards will help you get to know yourself through getting to know the planets and what's going on today and what's going on in your birth chart. So thank you so much for being here, for watching. Have a beautiful day. Look for more. Ciao.